Alright, well, I just recorded an episode where I got very little done, and it turned out that I'd left the game audio up too high for me to be even remotely audible. So, you know, fuck it, I've deleted it, we're going again. Fucking PGR plays licensed music, and I don't want to deal with that shit. Plus, it's really irritating to try and watch a video and you can't hear the guy that recorded it. So I've just turned the game audio down a shit ton. I don't know if it's enough. I'm hoping it's enough because I've already wasted, 17 minutes. So we'll start this week by going through what I had to delete from last week, which was very little, to be totally fair. I did the last two cone challenges for the Mazda RX-8, which unlocked me this Opel Speedster, and now I'm stuck on the very first cone challenge with the Speedster. I'm stuck on the first hard. I'm stuck on the first hard on. There we go. Let's just make this a fucking stupid Beavis and Butthead joke. Beavis and Butthead tier. I don't know if Beavis and Butthead ever actually said anything exactly like that, but you know what I mean. We all know where I'm getting at. Things I talked about last week include the problems I'm having with my bike currently, which is stuck out in the driveway because the front brake was squeaking the whole way home, and then as I tried to turn up onto the driveway, just as I managed to get onto the pavement and the bridges, the road and the driveway, the front seized completely and I stopped dead. Luckily I was going really slow, otherwise that could have been bad, but yeah, it just seized completely. But the real fishy part is, I wouldn't expect to quite be able to push on the basis that, the front is seized, but after about, 5 minutes of just giving it brute force, moving it a couple of inches up the drive at a time, I managed to get to a point where the front would, it's obviously still seized, but it's rolling ever so slightly, and then it would start to feel like the back wheel was dragging somehow, and I checked, and it's definitely in neutral. The neutral light is displaying, and the bike starts, and it doesn't start while it's in gear, even if you have the clutch pulled all the way in. So, it's fucked, basically, and I'm going to have to get my dad to look at it. And it's a bit awkward that it's happened tonight because, as soon as my parents get back from work, we're going to have to go down to the school because they're doing some big talk about what you're supposed to do after you've finished with sixth form and stuff. Which is going to be, doubly awkward for me because I have no plans for the future and there's nothing that I really want to do. So that's the situation with my life at the minute. It's not going too good, but at least I finally passed this fucking level of this absolute shit fucking event type. So we're done with that. And I've unlocked a new helmet. So things are on the up. Things are definitely looking up. Where's driver manager? Options, maybe? Okay, there it is. Helmet style. Let's plug in my new helmet. Hell yeah, flames. I'm down. Good enough for me. Back to arcade race for more of this fucking torture, this time in my home country. So that's alright. I went for bright yellow because I thought it'd be funny. I guess it doesn't matter anymore, but at the end of the last episode I recorded, I said that I would talk about, some game stuff, because basically within the first 3 minutes, I've just given you all the cliff notes of anything that I talked about in episode 1. Or, not episode 1, the last episode. I don't know what number we're on. I hope the game audio isn't still too loud, but it probably is. I'll check it after this episode, and I'll probably turn it down a little bit more. I don't know if I'll turn the game down or the mic up. Maybe I'll do both. Yeah, so some game stuff I want to talk about. Let's start with some edgelord shit. I'm going to talk about why I'm completely, you know, shit. I used a really good word. I used a really good word in the episode I deleted, and I've forgotten it. Come on. It's like where you don't care. Fuck, I'm supposed to be doing English for A-levels. And if this same shit happens in my exam, I'm fucked. Careful. Well, we'll go for I don't care where Forza Horizon 4 is going to be set. You know, it literally doesn't matter, because all the roads that PlayStation? Yeah, well, Forza and PlayStation. No, good one. All the roads that Playground Games seem to be able to make, because Turn 10 make Forza Motorsport, which is pretty average at this point. You know, they come out every year and it's forgettable at best. Come out every 2 years. Sorry, Forza Horizon comes out every other 2 years. And they managed to be, you know, they started out good. Forza Horizon was way better. Forza Horizon has been way better than any Forza game that's come out since it. But Forza 4 is obviously, you know, even better than that, so on and so forth. The thing is, right, and I'm not saying that Forza Horizon 1 isn't guilty of this as well, but Forza Horizon 1 makes up for it by having, you know, good atmosphere and, you know, some good roads. Whereas, you look at Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 3, and the roads are, you know, boring as shit. You know, I haven't played Forza Horizon 3, but I've got Forza Horizon 2, and I've seen plenty of videos of Forza Horizon 3. And, you know, take it from me, a guy that's never played the game, but the roads in that game look fucking shit, dude. Most of the ones that could even be slightly interesting are dirt. You know, and it's not like the dirt is really any different from the tarmac anyway, apart from you skid around on it and it doesn't look right. But all the tarmac roads are, you know, 3 miles wide. No fucking interesting corners because they have to accommodate for the fucking 6-year-olds that just want to drive Lamborghinis all the time. You know, there's no reason for them to buy a racing game at all, really, because they don't care about racing. It's not like the Forza franchise cares about racing anymore either, or cars in general. They just care about selling a game. Forza, in general, isn't a racing game anymore. It's just a game. Is my opinion. No, it's not my opinion. It's the truth, and that's just the way it is. So that's why it doesn't matter. You know, there's all kinds of rumors going around. Oh, Forza Horizon 4 might be in Japan, or Forza Horizon 4 might be in England. But I say it doesn't matter. The setting to Forza Horizon is all just window dressing at this point, because all the roads, all the maps, exactly identical. And you know, just not good. Just not good. So there's the Forza Horizon review. Let's talk about a bunch of Xbox 360 games that I want to get. For no real reason, just like passing interest. Ever since I watched the movie Goon, which was on Saturday, so I haven't talked about this before. No, it was on, Saturday night, Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday, it was Saturday, just before midnight, I think. I think I finished the film, and it had just begun to be Sunday. And then I, you know, was going to watch Seven Samurai, and then I realized Seven Samurai was 3 hours long, and I didn't want to be watching a movie until 4 a.m. So I ended up staying up till 4 a.m. anyway, so I felt like a fucking idiot after that. Especially because Seven Samurai is supposed to be, you know, pure kino. Yeah, I watched the movie Goon, and it's, you know, ice hockey and stuff, and I decided that I really like ice hockey, so I managed to find out that in the local sex shop there's a copy of NHL Legacy Edition, that I want to pick up, which looks doubly fun because you can just reenact the movie Goon, and you know, instead of playing ice hockey, you can just fight other players, which looks like the fucking best thing in the world. Also, ice hockey as a sport actually looks pretty interesting. You know, I think I'll like it more than if I tried to play FIFA or something, even if it is just, you know, FIFA, but except we skinned it so the pitch looks like ice, you know, and instead of kicking the ball, they whack it with paddles. Still looks pretty good. You know, I'm still digging down to play. And I decided I'd try to get a couple of other Xbox 360 games as well while I'm in there, so we'll go through those, but first I want to talk about why I can't get them until at least you know, Thursday at the earliest. But if this thing I'm doing for school, you know, gets fucked up, then I won't be able to get them until Friday, and I started thinking about getting them on Monday. You know. Fuck! Oh, that might have just fucked me actually, hitting that wall. That might have just completely fucked this whole run. God, I don't want that. Hang on, let me see if I can concentrate on gaining the big points while talking about how come some fucking school shit might fuck me out of a bunch of Xbox 360 games until like Friday. And it's to do with that the talk thing that I mentioned earlier, where they're going to talk about what I'm supposed to do, you know, after I'm done with sixth form and stuff. Well, I've signed up for something that will count as a wee bit of work experience. I haven't said "wee" too much this episode. I said it way too much in the episode I recorded but deleted. Yeah, I signed up for some stuff that will count as work experience, which is nice because I need work experience because I didn't sign up for any actual work experience at any actual businesses or anything. Although I am definitely looking at trying to be a pizza delivery motorbiker for, or scooterist, I guess. God, how embarrassing to end up having to ride a scooter, you know, despite hating them like nobody's business. Although, you know, a job's a job, and I kind of want to be like Rin Suzunoki from Backman, which I finally fucking finished. Well, I think I mentioned it in one of my underground videos, or I was supposed to save that to talk about when I got to the TT Superbikes video I'm going to record next week. Isn't it weird how I managed to miss not a single week of uploading either, you know, this game or a Need for Speed game, but I haven't uploaded a TT game video in like a month. And, you know, rallying isn't doing much better. Oh, fuck you. I barely even breathed on that wall. For fuck's sake. Might as well go again, because I'm guaranteed fucked. Yeah, I'm supposed to record or help record with a couple of friends. Some teachers do this thing every year where they do like a form tutor video, and they want us to record it, which is fine by me because it means that I don't have to, you know, go and talk to any scary companies about doing work experience and getting exploited somehow, hopefully sexually, you know. But I didn't go for that anyway, so there's no chance of sexual exploitation of me at my school, which I'm not entirely sure how I feel about as a weirdo pervert, but you know, whatever. Careful of the walls this time. And then I could do a little bit more work experience with the history department to fill up. Because they're supposed to do like 5 days worth of work experience. So if I can get that out of the way soon. I still need to email the history teacher back about what I'm supposed to be doing, but you know, that'll take me no time at all. We're supposed to do a total of like 5 days of work experience, and the thing I'll be doing, the filming, takes up 2 of that, and then the history stuff is like, you know, create bibliographies for books and shit, which I could do easily. Um, that'll take up all the rest of it, and then I could just get a couple of days off, I guess, while everyone else is doing their really difficult work experience. And some of my work experience will be at least somewhat relevant to maybe getting some kind of job in the movies in the future. Although the chances of that slim. As I said, there's nothing I particularly want to do. Although doing something in the movies sounds fine. Just because I watch them all the time. So, maybe if I could make some kind of money, I'd be able to go to the cinema and not have to wait a few months for them to get released on Pirate Bay. So that's why, and I'll have to do that after school. So that's why I won't be able to do it today. Tomorrow, on Wednesday. And I know they said that there's a couple of film shooters that might not even be able to make it on Wednesday, so they'll have to extend the shoot to include the Thursday. Actually, I might be expected to edit as well. Although maybe I can just dump that job on Adam. Who knows? Oh shit, I'm looking good for a silver medal on this one. Yeah, so that some of them might have to, not show up until the Thursday, which will take another hour, and then by the time I get into town, shit will probably all be shut. And some of these games might have been sold before then, so maybe I could save myself some money if that happened. New car available. We'll check what that is next week when we do the very hards, and I'll talk about the games that I'm planning on buying for the old Xbox 360. Although there is one PS2 game in there, so